I made everyone unhappy. My wife and family were miserable, and I was buried deep in depression myself. However, after a week of wallowing in self-pity, I said to myself, "You are acting like a fool. You may not die for a year yet, so why not try to be happy while you are here?" I threw back my shoulders. Put a smile on my face, and attempt to act as though everything were normal. I admit it was an effort at first, but I forced myself to be a pleasant and cheerful, and this not only helped my family, but it also helped me. The first thing I knew, I began to feel better almost as well as I pretended to feel. The improvement went on, and today, month after I was supposed to be in my grave, I am not only happy, well, and alive, but my blood pressure is down. No, one thing for a certain, the doctor's prediction would certainly have come true if I had gone on thinking dying thought of defect, but I gave my body a chance to heal itself by nothing in the world but a change of mental attitude. Let me ask if a question. Let me ask if a question. If merely acting cheerful and thinking positive thought of health and courage can save this man's life, why should you and I tolerate for 1 minute more our minor glooms and depression? Why make ourselves and everyone around us unhappy and blue when it is possible for us to start creating happiness by merely acting a cheerful? As years ago, I read a little book that had a lasting and profound effect on my life. It was called As a Man Thinketh by James Lane Allen. And here's what it said. A man will find that as he alters his thought toward things and other people will alter toward him. Let a man radically alter his thought, and he will be astonished at the rapid transformation it will effect in the material condition of his life. Men do not attract that which they want, but that which they are. The divinity that shaped our ends in ourselves, it is our very self. All the man achieve in this direct result of his own thought. A man can a man can only rise, conquer and achieve by lifting up his thought. He can only remain weak and abject and miserable by refusing to lift up his thought. Ac- According to the book of Genesis, the Creator gave man dominion over the whole wide earth, a mighty big version. But I am not interested in any such super role prerogatives. All I desire is a domination over myself, domination over my thought, domination over my fear, domination over my mind, and over my spirit. And the wonderful thing is that I know that I can attain this domination to the astonished degree anytime I want to by merely controlling my action, which is turn control my reaction. So let us remember these old of William James. Much of what we call evil can often be converted into a bracing and tonic good by simple change of the sufferer inner attitude from one fear to another fear to one of fight. Let's fight for our happiness. Let's fight for our happiness. Let's fight for our happiness by following a daily program of cheerful and constructive thinking. Here is a Here is such a program. It is entitled Just for Today. I found this program so inspiring that I gave away 100 of copies. It was written by 36 year ago by the late Sybil F. Patrick. Patrick. If you and I follow it, we will eliminate most of our worries and increase the immeasurable. Immeasurable our portion of what the French called la joie de vivre. La joie de vivre. Just for today. 1. Just for today, I will be happy. I assume that the Abraham Lincoln said is true. Folks, most folks are about as happy as they make up their mind to be. Happiness is from within. It is not a matter of external. 2. Just for today, I will try to adjust myself to the what is and not try to adjust everything to my own desire. I will take my family, my business, and my luck as they come and fit myself to them. 3. Just for today, I will take care of my body. I will exercise it, care for it, nourish it, not abuse it, not neglect it, so that it will be a perfect machine for my breeding. Number 3. Number 4. Just for today, I will try to strengthen my mind. I will learn something useful. I will not be a mental loafer. I will read something that requires effort, thought, and concentration. 5. Just for today, I will exercise my soul in 3 ways. I will do someone a good turn and not get found out. I will do at least 2 things I don't want to do, as William James suggests, just for the exercise. Number 6. Number 6. Just for today, I will be agreeable. Just for today, I will be agreeable. Agreeable. I will. I will look as well as I can. Dress as becomely as possible. Talk low. Cautiously. Act cautiously. Be liberal with the praise. Critics not at all, nor find fault with anything, and not try to regulate or improve anything. Number 7. Just for today, I will try to live through this day only, not to tackle my whole life problem at once. I can do think for the 12 hour what would appeal me if I had to keep them up for the lifetime. Number 8. Just for today, I will have a program. I will write down what I expect to do every hour. I may not follow it exactly, but it will have it. But I will have it. It will eliminate too past hurry and indecision. Number 8. Just for today, I will have a program. I will write down what I expect to do every hour. I may not follow it exactly, but I will have it. I will eliminate to pest, hurry, and indecision. Just for today, number 9. Just for today, I will have a quiet half hour all by myself and relax. In this half hour, sometimes I will think of God so as to get a little more perspective into my life. Number 10. Just for today, I will be unafraid. Especially, I will not be afraid to be happy, to enjoy what is beautiful, to love and to believe that those I love me. If we want to develop a mental attitude that will bring us a peace and happiness, here is a rule number 1. Think and act cheerfully and you will feel cheerful. You understand? Think and act cheerfully and you will feel cheerful. So, the chapter 12 is finished and we are, we are heading toward the chapter 30 in next video. Okay, till the next time, see you again.